So we're here in Glenbower Woods in Killa in County Cork. Glenbower comes from the Irish Glown Bother, and that means the deafening valley. And so people think the name for this woods came from essentially the Dizor River, which runs through the woods. And so in the winter, when it was in flood, it would have been roaring. How would you identify how old a tree is? I could cut it down and count the rings and go, oh look, it's 50 years old. But sure, then the tree's gone. But so there are other ways that you can get an approximate idea for how old the tree is. Remember I said the last day we do a bit of tree hugging? Oh, yeah. Well, here we go. So look, get your cameras out and we'll say that's 100 centimetres. And you divide that.
Is that right? 2.75?
By 2.75. Yeah, so it's about 36 years is what they're saying. I'm a big believer in living in accordance with nature. Like, don't get me wrong, like, technology has brought so many advances to our society these days. But I feel like the way we use it today, we've become more disconnected than ever before. That's what I love about the idea of wild work. You know, it's getting people out into their local environment, getting them looking around at what they have around them, rediscovering that awe and love that they had for the natural world, you know, as a child.
My name is Klaus Harvey. I'm the Sustainability Chaplain here in Kinsale Community School, and today we are with my transition year students. We're doing a citizen science program with Wildwork, looking at freshwater invertebrates to identify species that would indicate whether the water in the streams where they came from is good quality or bad quality.
So it's a very simple process, and you'll see why it's called kick sampling once we begin here.
All we do is we place the net firmly on the bed of the stream like that, and we kick the stones and the gravel and the sand and make sure the animals on the stones get dislodged and get into the net.
So essentially, citizen science is really just the general population engaging in the scientific process. This is getting people, like the students in the school here, or anybody who has an interest in our natural history, to get them engaging with our biodiversity, and then to consider possibly recording some of that. There's a little spoon that you can use to just move the thing around, because the more you move, the more things you'll see, and also you can use that to scoop up anything and get a closer look, all right?
I think beforehand I hadn't really known too much about citizen science and the ways to help out. Through this programme I've learned a lot more, and I think I'll be more interested in doing more research and engaging more in how I, as a citizen of Ireland, can be more proactive in helping the environment.
So through these citizen science schemes, we get a large data set that is gathered by citizen scientists all across the country. And I suppose this data then can be used to inform policy, be it legislation to help protect some rare or uncommon species, but also, I suppose, direct conservation efforts towards species that may be struggling or may be on decline.
I took part in the training today because I'm interested in sustainability and biodiversity in the country. I would definitely recommend it to others. I think it's really informative, and the people who did it with us were really engaging, and it's just a fun experience where you learn a lot.
I would definitely recommend it to everyone because I think it's a really important course. I think it's very beneficial. I've learned so much.
So today we're in Assumpta Park in Newcastle West as part of Wildworks Public Lands training, where I was exploring the site that we have here, a beautiful green space that essentially the council have allowed us to enact some projects on.
This afternoon we were involved in the public engagement piece for the pollinator corridors, and we had Feroiga come down with a group of children and their parents, and we also had some children from the neighbourhood stopping by.
What's it called? Admiral. So this is the red admiral butterfly. And do you know where this one's at?
We explained where pollinators can be found in the area, and we found a few great spots right in the middle of the park where we've got lots of butterflies and bumblebees and honeybees. Obviously, increasing children's knowledge of biodiversity and nature is key to halting biodiversity loss as we go on.
So it's actually really fun. We were catching bees and butterflies and wasps. I caught one. Yeah, she caught a wasp. There's the hawthorn tree. It's actually a really cool tree. Yeah, bats can live in it. They're really cool bats. We got the honeycomb and tomatoes, and there was VR as well, which is really cool. But it's super cool today, and I loved it. So hopefully we can do it again.
We got a lovely chance to just show the youth how they could potentially become a citizen scientist. So these schemes are all kind of geared at getting you outdoors. Not only is it great for our physical, but also our mental health. And it starts you off on a continual learning journey, because once you discover one group of species, you get familiar with them, you begin recording. It just opens up Pandora's box of what else is out there, what else was I unaware of in my local area. It's incredible what you can see if you actually head out, spend a bit of time and observe your local landscape.